Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan and thanks so much for coming by. This is the Rideshare Hub. This channel, is all about being a better rideshare driver and making more money. And something that comes with being a better rideshare driver is knowing exactly what's going on in rideshare news. Because it does help to know what's going on, and you know, anytime there's like a new update or anything, and I try to cover as much as I can as possible. And a lot of you guys actually help because you guys send me things that are going on in the news. So today's video, I am going to be discussing the Uber and Lyft strike, actually, that's going on Wednesday. If you guys hadn't heard, Uber and Lyft drivers, saying from a quote, headline from USA Today, Uber and Lyft drivers plan to strike ahead of Uber IPO. Yeah, so let me see if I can play a little bit of this video. Uber and Lyft have placed a hold on new driver. Oh yeah, I made a video on that too. Uber and Lyft are no longer accepting any more drivers in New York City. In New York, there's gonna be a 2-hour strike ahead of the Uber IPO. As you can see here, drivers in other US cities are planning to, so it's demanding a minimum wage of $17 an hour after expenses and greater job security. So app-based drivers in New York City are legal. Okay, so here's where it gets a little tricky, guys. So in New York, let me see if it focuses. Okay, in New York City, guys, there's something called the TLC. That's called the Taxi and Limousine Commission, I believe. Hopefully that's right. And Uber and Lyft is actually required to pay any of their app-based workers a set wage, $17 per hour, after expenses. So after gas, after car maintenance, wear and tear, depreciation, that 55 cents per mile. So, which comes out to about $27 per hour before taxes. However, in other cities, basically drivers, you know, people like you and me, or just in general, Uber and Lyft drivers have basically, they want that same thing. They want that minimum wage. So that's the reason that they're going on strike on Wednesday. I personally will not really be participating in the strike because I don't really think, you know, it makes too much sense, because New York operates on a totally different wavelength than the rest of the country. You know, if you go to New York, if you've been in New York recently, there's still tons of taxis there. That's the whole, you know, you walk outside, there's taxis, you just like wave them down and they get out. It actually works really well there, which it doesn't work like that hardly anywhere else. Maybe like Chicago or Atlanta. Nah, maybe not even Atlanta anymore. Maybe no, actually not even LA. So pretty much just New York, I'm pretty sure. An Uber spokeswoman declined to comment. A Lyft spokeswoman said Lyft driver hourly earnings have increased over the last 2 years. There are so many ads on this page. Wow, I just realized that. You can just keep scrolling and scrolling for ads. That's insane. Let's see what else is in the news. So, UberStrike, ride-hailing drivers in New York strike. So this is mostly spawned from the whole New York thing, as well as the IPO. Uber Technologies Inc. drivers in New York will go on strike next week shortly after the ride-hailing company goes public. Yeah. Unfair employment. So it's not actually employment. So this, yeah, it's contract workers. Yeah, it is a protest, not really a strike. To lower driver costs. Drivers for Uber as well as Lyft Inc. and other will strike on Wednesday for 2 hours beginning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time till 9 a.m. And then here are the other cities that are participating: San Francisco, Chicago, LA, San Diego, actually, wow, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. The New York Taxi Workers Alliance said the drivers are demanding job security, livable incomes, and cap on the amount of ride-hailing companies can collect from fares. So I actually don't really agree with the NYTWA, because I think the greatest part about being an Uber and Lyft driver is that, you know, you don't have a minimum wage, you know, or like you don't have a set wage. You can actually make more money, you know, you can make as much money as you want. So this might actually not be, you know, this is where it becomes tricky. Uber claims that we're independent contractors, even though they set our rates and control our workday. They don't really control the workday. You can log on and off whenever you want, and they don't set they do set the rates, but yeah, I mean, obviously we wouldn't set the rates, so I don't. Uber executives are getting rich off of our work. They should treat us with respect. Guys, if you get a job at a big company and you're an executive there, you're working 10, 15 years to get there, you know? That's a highly skilled job. Like, you get paid, you know, in exchange for the skill set you have, the value that you're bringing. If you're an executive at Uber, yeah, of course you're gonna get paid a lot because you've worked really hard to get there. A job like Uber and Lyft, anybody can drive. That's why Uber and Lyft drivers, like, we don't make, you know, we're not making 200 grand a year, 300 grand a year like these executives are, because they worked hard to get there. Now, there are ways to make a lot of money. You can make up to like $80,000, $100,000 a year, 150 driving Uber and Lyft. If you're smart and work really hard, yeah, of course. But that does come with expenses. But you know, if you're an executive, like, you get benefits and stuff and other job security. So like, I don't really agree with that whole argument that Uber executives are getting rich off of our work. Like, any executive is getting rich, no matter, like, off of like, think of Chipotle, for example. An executive at Chipotle, yeah, they're getting rich. Would you say they're getting rich off of the people making the burritos? That's not necessarily, maybe indirectly. Uber cautioned in its IPO filing that its business would be adversely affected if drivers were classified as employees. The company hopes to raise between 80 and 191 billion. Uber is yet to turn a profit. It reported net loss, blah, blah, blah. I voted to go on strike because drivers need job security. Uber did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Lyft said in an email, increased. Over 75% drive less than 10 hours a week to supplement their... Yeah, so actually that's actually a really interesting statistic. So over 75% just drive less than 10 hours just to supplement their income. On average, drivers nationwide earn over $20 per hour. Yeah, I mean, I typically average like $25, $30 an hour on a good day. That's including all the other things that I do, you know, the extra ways to make money. Stereo, play Octopus, cargo. You know, I do everything, guys. You know, I'm you know, I'm not, what's it called, ashamed to make extra money. That's why I'm doing it in the first place. So yeah, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you gonna be striking? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? I just wanted to share the news just in case you haven't heard yet. And then I might actually go out because I am close to the San Francisco one. So I might go out and actually join in. I probably won't be chanting, but I might interview some people just to hear their thoughts, because I actually do want to hear. So if you are going on strike, let me know why. I do want to talk to some people going on strike, so I might go out during the strike. But yeah. Anyways, you guys are great. Thank you for tuning in today's episode of the Rideshare Hub. The Rideshare Hub is a fantastic place for Uber and Lyft drivers to come together to learn how to make more money and to learn how to become a better rideshare driver, and also to receive some entertaining and informational videos, and also to connect with other rideshare drivers in the comment section. So feel free to go through the comment section and respond to other people and get some conversations going. You can join our Facebook group. You can sign up to become a driver if you're thinking about it and get a special sign-on bonus. And, you know, check the links in the description. Instagram, we got everything, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day, guys. Stay safe, make some money, but most importantly, have fun. All right, bye, guys.